aka WGM, Cryptic AWGM with special letters. Try and find him on YouTube, and my name is Grim Rebel, and we'll be doing podcasts weekly. So we're going to be talking about games, everything, keyboard and mouse, switching to controller, anything that you guys ask, we'll do anything.
Yeah, what's up guys? So today is our first podcast together, or really my first podcast. I've only live streamed before. This is not a live podcast, this is recorded. And today we're going to be talking about gaming, especially switching to keyboard and mouse. So hope you enjoy.
Okay, so what's your tips about when you switch to controller from keyboard and mouse, or keyboard and mouse from controller?
I started off on controller and then switched to keyboard and mouse and then went back to controller.
Me too, that's one of the problems that everybody's facing. How do you recommend that we fix that?
For me, it wasn't really a problem. I'd rather play keyboard and mouse. It's just that it's very hard to find a compatible keyboard with a good price with PS5. So I'm really a keyboard and mouse player. I'm not a controller player. It feels better keyboard and mouse,
but
and I'm better at it.
I'm on PlayStation, so every keyboard and mouse basically works for your console for me. So, and when I played, my tips to getting better: do aim maps, play with your friends.
Yeah.
But if you can't play a lot, play a half an hour of the aim maps, half an hour of the build, an hour with your friends, or do whatever you want. Just play aim maps and with your friends.
I have a lot of friends who can only play during the weekend, which is totally understandable. Just saying though, if you are encountering that issue, which I encountered, and I'm still encountering, just make sure when you play
with your friends.
To make it fun. For example, if you have to play alone and practice alone, just make sure to throw maybe a podcast on like this one or music to keep you entertained. Otherwise, you will end up switching back to controller and being bored of practicing, and then you'll basically never switch to keyboard and mouse. So yeah.
And our tips for getting better is never quit. Always keep on grinding. If you stop, you're gonna want to do it again, and when you do it again, you're gonna keep on quitting because you're not seeing any improvement.
Exactly.
Give it a month's time, then look at your improvement. Don't hide your controller or put your controller there so that you can still turn on your PS5 or PS4 or PS3 or whatever you guys play on.
Grim, so currently I'm not on keyboard and mouse, but Grim, I would like to ask you some questions on keyboard and mouse. When you first started, it was hard for you, right? And what specifically was hard?
Aim.
Yeah, aim.
And mechanics.
Because when you're used to aiming, especially if you have aim assist on, trust me, it is a big difference. And it is very hard to aim.
Yes.
Now, everyone has different binds and senses, but what we recommend,
don't copy other people's.
Don't copy other people. But if you are really clueless, what I recommend is E and left mouse button, or F and left mouse button, or F and G if you're into compact binds.
Okay. So we're done talking about keyboard and mouse. We'll be talking about games in the next podcast. I think we're gonna have to go right now. So peace out.
Grim, 1 second.
Yes.
There is something that we have not covered, and that I'm sure a lot of people would like to know.
What?
First, when you, me, who was really trash at keyboard and mouse and didn't even know my binds, a lot of you have asked me, how did I switch, especially with little fingers. It's hard for people with small fingers and who are young to play on keyboard and mouse. A lot of people have been asking me, how did I switch
Get a small 60% keyboard. They might be expensive, but it will improve the gameplay. Get the RK61 roll clutch. It's only 200 dirhams, and it's one of the best budget keyboards out there. Racer, Huntsman, Mini.
In your opinion.
No, I watched videos. It's all good.
I personally do not like 60% keyboards that much. I prefer 80% keyboards.
Yeah.
And if you're looking for a good budget under 400 dirham 80% keyboard, I recommend the HyperX Core Alloy. It's not too loud. It has LED lighting. It's super clean, super nice. But yeah.
Okay. We're going to be ending the podcast.
Yeah.
Sorry about this. But you can find us on YouTube, Cryptic AWGM, and Grim Rebel. We'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. Grim has ended his podcast, but I'm still on. If you guys are interested in checking this podcast out on AWGM, it will also be uploaded there. By the way, guys, again, binds I recommend. Make sure your thumb, try and make your thumb buttons, your ramp, and your wall, your floor, make it C, and your cone, make it left shift. Which is what I use. Sometimes I have many binds. I have 4 sets of binds because I used to get these. But yeah, I guess we just wanted to cover that. Remember, free build for at least 10 minutes a day, if you can, or free build for 30 minutes a day, if you don't play every day. Aim train for about 15-30 minutes, and do edit courses, 1v1, just practice in creative, and after 2 months, maybe 2 months time, 1 month to 2 months, start playing solo duos. Yes, you will die and get frustrated, but trust me, I recommend this.
You get better mindset when people rush you from both angles and everything.
And then you
get
win.
better. And then try an arena.
Exactly.
But
yeah, one last question for Grim here. Grim.
Yes?
Right now, what do you recommend step by step, a quick last thing?
First thing, get a mouse that your hand can fit in. Don't worry about any special maneuvers.
Yeah.
Just get used to building everything. When you get more advanced, try triple edits, double edits, quad edits, and go into aims and aim everything. You need to get a good sense, get a good sense in everything. Don't copy other people's. Anything that's good for you. And when you change your sense, change it by 0.2 every day, so that you feel if you want to go higher or lower.
Grim, I agree and disagree on that at the same time, because I would say if you're really clueless, I'd recommend 8 to 9 cents if you like low sense and mid sense, because in my opinion that's the best. But you can also play on high sense like 12 to 15, but that's gonna be harder. And before doing triple edits and quad edits, try and master double edits, and then when you're done with double edits, triple edits, when you're done with that, quad edits, and then maybe even quintuple edits.
No, that's not something like that. You just made that up. Okay.
Nah,
peace out, Cryptic AWGM people. Peace out. We're gonna be going now. It's break for us. We're in school. Yes. Okay. Bye.
Peace, guys.